Hello everyone. We are learning in logistic management in that our first unit is covered and then the second unit is physical distributions in a logistic management. So what we learn from that the topic, the chapters plans, it's the concept and definitions of physical distributions. Second one is the logistic, and third one is the relation with the other marketing mix variable. Fourth one is the importance of physical distributions and component of physical distributions. So first of all, start from that the different topics. So what is the definitions of physical distributions? The physical distributions involve the planning, implementing, and controlling the physical flow of material and final goods from the place of productions to the place of end use to satisfy the buyer needs. That is called the physical distributions. तो जनरली हमें ये पता है कि फिजिकल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशंस क्या होता है. जो भी हमारा मटेरियल है वो मटेरियल प्रोडक्शन से कस्टमर तक हम जो सेंड करते हैं उस प्रोसेस को हम फिजिकल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशंस करेंगे. जो भी हमारा गुड्स रहेगा वो हमें फिजिकली कस्टमर को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना है. दैट द प्रोसेस we can say that the physical distributions. Another definitions of physical distributions is that the process of getting goods to the customer has a traditionally been called as a physical distributions. In that the physical distributions different process are there. First of all, the when managers choose a set of warehouses, in that the transportations carriers that will be the deliver good to the destinations in the desired time at the lowest total cost. That the thing we have to consider in a physical distribution. In the physical distributions has been expanded to the broader concept of a supply chain management. We start early than the physical distributions, procure the right input, effective conversion to the finished product, and dispatch to the final destinations. Simultaneously, the supply chain views market as only a destination points. More effective will be the view the target market requirement first than the design of supply chain backward. This view is that the market logistics, that the thing we have to implement in a physical distributions. Then logistic the logistic management include the both physical distributions and physical supplies involved. That the objectives of the physical distributions process. So physical distribution process में क्या क्या objectives आएंगे. तो first one is a total cost concept. टोटल कॉस्ट कंसेप्ट में हमें जो भी मटेरियल हम कस्टमर को प्रोवाइड करने वाले हैं उसमें हमें कौन कौन सी कॉस्ट इन्वॉल्व होने वाली है. दैट द थिंग्स आर कवर्ड इन द टोटल कॉस्ट कंसेप्ट. द कस्टमर सर्विस कंसेप्ट. इन दैट द कस्टमर सर्विस कंसेप्ट टाइम, dependability, communication, convenience and accuracy. That the things covered in the concept service of customer. That the when we have to uh, supply to the material, how much time and when it we have to provide to the customers. Then the dependability, what kind of dependability is here. That the how to communicate with the customer, which mode is convenience for us, and what kind of accuracy is implementing in a physical distributions. That the thing we have to learn from that the physical distributions. In that the physical distributions, the distribution cost service trends of the achieve the rate balance between them. We have to balance between the supplier and customer. We have to maintain the balance, or we have to maintain the right quantity of cost. How to balance it, that the thing we have to plan in that the physical distributions. Second one is the flexibility is more important in balancing the cost and services. Suppose one of the customer giving rate for us to distributing goods from product warehouses to the customers. That the cost will be affordable for the production persons as well as customers. That the thing we have to balance in the physical distribution process. Some components of physical distributions: order processing, transportations, warehousing, material handling, and inventory management and controls. So in that the order processing, we have to verifying customer credibility. What kind of credibility available at the customer end? We have to check in the order processing systems. Checking of any outstanding payment. We have to also uh, check the outstanding payment of customers. Monitoring the stock level, what kind of material we have to uh, provide to the customers. Is it stock available at our end? Uh, we have to plan these activities in physical distributions. Simultaneously we have to prepare the invoice for the giving material to the customers, arranging a transporter. This thing we have to also arrange to the production persons to arranging the transporter for giving material to the customers. Sending the consignment and informations. Whenever we have to send the material to the customer, at that time we have to send the informations regarding that. That the thing we have to convert, we have to see in a order processing systems. Then second one is a selections of transportations modes. So we have a lot of transportations modes. The different transportations modes are available, like railways, road transport, air transport, sea transport, inland waterways, ropeways, postal, courier, handcraft, rickshaws, bulk log, carts. Thus the transportation modes are available, but depending on what kind of material we are giving to the customer, that the suitability और nature of product, हमारा product कैसा है और किस टाइप का हमारा प्रोडक्ट है, उस बेस पे हम ये जो मोड ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्ट रहते हैं वो हम डिसाइड करते हैं. उसके बाद अफोर्डेबिलिटी. तो हमें वो ट्रांसपोर्ट, जैसे कि हमारा वी हैव टू सेंड मटेरियल टू द चाइना एंड द कॉस्ट ऑफ मटेरियल इज 10 lakh rupees and we are spending for transportation 15 lakh rupees, so it is not affordable for us. That the thing we have to see in a physical distributions and logistical source. The availability, what kind of transportation is available for that the place. जैसे कि हम सोच रहे हैं कि हमें मटेरियल एक सिटी में ही उसी सिटी में हमें मटेरियल ट्रांसपोर्ट करना है, तो हम क्या जनरली देखेंगे कि रोडवेज हम जनरली ट्रांसपोर्ट यूज़ करेंगे. उसके बाद वो डिस्टेंस कितना कवर्ड करना है, हमें कितने टाइम में कवर्ड करना है, उस बेस पे हम वो अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्टेशन सिलेक्ट करेंगे. उसके बाद आता है कस्टमर स्पेसिफिकेशंस. So depending on customer specifications, what kind of product we are going to transport. So प्रोडक्ट की क्वालिटी क्या है और प्रोडक्ट कैसा है, उस बेस पे कस्टमर भी हमें एडवाइस करता है कि आप हमें जो भी मटेरियल ट्रांसपोर्ट करने वाले हो वो कौन से ट्रांसपोर्टेशन मोड में आना चाहिए. दैट द थिंग आल्सो कस्टमर स्पेसिफिकेशंस आर मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट. देन द फिफ्थ वन इज कॉम्पिटिटर्स ट्रांसपोर्टेशन मोड. तो हमें जो भी हम ट्रांसपोर्टेशन मोड यूज़ करने वाले हैं, तो हमारे कॉम्पिटिटर जनरली क्या क्या ट्रांसपोर्टेशंस यूज़ करते हैं वो भी हमें माइंड में रखना है कि जब हम सिलेक्शंस ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्टेशन मोड यूज़ करते हैं. Then the third one is warehouse. The warehouse. So I think everyone knows the what is the meaning of warehouse. Generally, every company has a store. Every company has to store the finished good until it is sold, because of the production and consumption cycles hardly match. It has to decide on a number and locations of storage facility. The warehouses provide a key link in the physical distributions chain, and like other stages of distributions, they are being closely scrutinized by the today's marketing manager. Generally in the warehouse there are the five type of warehouses is there. The type of warehouses is private warehouse, public warehouse, distribution warehouse, bonded warehouse, mother depot. So in that the warehouses, generally we use the private generally use two type of warehouses, private warehouse and public warehouse. So public warehouse, these are the those which can be used by the public at a large level. So पब्लिक वेयर हाउस क्या होता है जनरली, कि जो जनरली लार्ज स्टेजेस पर हम यूज करते हैं, तो उसे हम पब्लिक वेयर हाउस कहेंगे. दे आर कंस्ट्रक्टेड बाय द गवर्नमेंट एजेंसी एंड कॉर्पोरेटेड हाउसेस to meet the need of a particular type of good. Businessmen can rent out the space which they need from the warehouses owners who keep the goods stocked properly at the required temperature and deliver back the goods when they are demanded by the owners of goods. Generally, the purpose of good warehouses are the storage, breaking bulk, consolidations, and unitations. These are the things happened in a public warehouses. Second one is the private warehouses. We have to deeply covered the public warehouses and private warehouses. The private warehouses, these facilities are created by the individual or company to meet their requirement. तो प्राइवेट वेयर हाउसेस जनरली क्या होता है कि जैसे कि मान लो मेरा एक कंपनी है, तो मेरे लिए मैं खुद के लिए एक प्राइवेट वेयर हाउसेस बना लूँगा. वो जनरली मेरे लिए ही यूज़ हो सकता है. और पब्लिक वेयर हाउसेस कैसे, जनरली जो गवर्नमेंट एजेंसीज रहती है, तो वो गवर्नमेंट एजेंसीज प्राइवेट पब्लिक वेयर हाउसेस बनाती है और जनरली रेंट से वो वेयर हाउसेस लोगों को देती है. तो दैट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन पब्लिक वेयर हाउस एंड प्राइवेट वेयर हाउस. If they have a extra space for the private warehouse, they let it out the others also. Many private warehouses are quite modern, systematic, strategic, located in an area where the goods are safe from the safety point of view. There are generally the classifications of warehouses, and that the various warehouses generally use the general warehouses. We see the bonded warehouses, cold storage warehouses. Simultaneously, warehouses mean the agriculture's goods are also placed in a warehouses. So, where we have to construct a warehouses, it's depending on the locations. The availability of basic facilities such as electricity, water, labor, transportations, etc. things we have to consider in mind when we construct the warehouses. The locations is the most important part in the warehouses. The space also fulfill. The roads is also necessary. Government rules and regulations are most important while we constructing the warehouses. The layout also important things in a warehousing. The first one is the proper lighting. The proper lighting is also important. Ventilations is the secondary part. Third one is the fire and precautions. Fire and precautions is the most important thing in the warehouses. Suppose the plastic factories and rubber industries are in there, and suppose the fire is there, so we have to keep in mind while constructing or layouting the warehouses. At that time the fire precautions and safety precautions are most important. Second one is the protections from the temperatures. तो हमें ये भी ख्याल रखना है कि जब हम टेम्परेचर का हमें हमारे वेयर हाउसेस पर भी इम्पैक्ट नहीं होना चाहिए. मॉइस्चर्स इज आल्सो most important factors. Security arrangement and space arrangement, that the thing we have to consider in mind when we are going to make a layout. That the warehousing storage method, optimum use of space. So, हमें ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा स्पेस यूज करना होता है वेयर हाउसेस में, तो वो हमें उस टाइप का स्पेस अवेलेबल होना चाहिए. ईजी इन स्टोरिंग एंड पिकिंग, हमें इजीली वहाँ पे मटेरियल स्टोर करते करना होता है तो वो इजीली हमें अवेलेबल होना चाहिए और हमें वहाँ से इजीली पिक भी करना होता है, तो वो सब चीज़ें हमें कंसिडर करना पड़ता है स्टोरेज मेथड में। एक्यूरेट आइडेंटिफिकेशंस ऑफ मटेरियल्स, सो आइडेंटिफिकेशंस इज द फर्स्ट वन पार्ट, पॉसिबल टू फ्लो ऑफ FIFO, first input first output. Then the provision for the fast moving items, that the thing we have to consider in mind, that the things we are going to discuss, the summary is there, the physical distributions is highly correlated with the other variables of marketing mix. Then the second one is uh, order processing, transportations, warehouse, material handling, and inventory management and control are the important component of physical distributions. So in these lectures we had seen the what is the physical distributions, selections mode of physical distributions, type of warehouses. So in next lecture we are going to learn about the transportation systems.